king is born. I told you before, a king is born. Now I told you before, a king is born. Oh
yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, opening up interviews here tonight for the final show of Arena Championship Series Central. We have Jeremy Castillo, the driver of El Toro Loco. Now, Jeremy, you've done exceptionally well, gotta say, for your performances all throughout this tour here in Arena Tour Central. Last season you had to go up against the Vincent Ackards, the Austin Dahlgrens, the Alex Ferrulos, the Brad Crones, and now you've been really competing against, a very stacked lineup with high caliber level of competition. So talk to me, what was the preparations like between last season and this season, and how were you able to elevate your skill so high for this level of competition?
I just learned all my mistakes, all the lessons that I made in the past from season 5. I made sure to change the shock suspension on the truck to make sure it's 100% for this season, and it turns out I've been doing pretty good so far. I mean, having some ups and downs this whole season, but I've been enjoying my time this season. Hopefully we come out with a win tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. I mean, you're in the top 3 in the point standings. Mathematically, you are technically in contention of still winning the entire points title. So talk to me. You got 4 competitions here tonight: racing, timed racing, skills, donuts, and freestyle. What are you going to do here tonight in order to make sure that you get that championship, or at least, if you could, move into second place, or at least, just get out of third?
Racing, I'm just going to try to stay consistent on these turns, because honestly, this is probably the smallest arena I've ever competed on out of every tour, to be honest, so a little concerned about that. 2 with skills, I'm going to try anything I can do to win it, and then donuts and freestyle is just a hit or miss at that point, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, fans, you could catch up on the action later tonight, just, right after you finish this pre-show, which should be at 7 o'clock. Jeremy, thank you for coming on here, and I wish you the best of luck, man. It's going to be tough out there for the last event of the season, but you got this. Second interview here for the finale of Arena Championship Series Central. Adrian Cooper inside of Maximum Destruction. Now, Adrian, there was a point in the tour where it looked like, Jaden, everyone was talking about Jaden. He was possibly running away with the point series. He had a really solid lead over you at one point, but you were able to close the gap really quickly. So talk to me about that journey, being able to get yourself back in the conversation and really putting yourself in a great place to win the series.
Yeah, last week we had a normal racing bracket, obviously, 1 versus 1 rather than timed racing like we've been doing. So Jaden went out round 1, so I just decided I would turn left and then turn left again, and then I'd turn left and turn left again, and it ended up working. I got to the finals. Didn't get the win over Trevor, but I got a bunch of points there. Then skills, I didn't do the best. I just kind of botched the first hit, not gonna lie. But the rest of the show, had good donuts, had good freestyle. Was able to close it up a little bit. I think I'm just 1 point behind right now, if I'm right. Yeah, is that what it is? 1 point behind. Hopefully today, I don't know whether Jaden's going to be able to make the full show or not, but if he is able to make the full show, then, obviously not over even then. I could still make up that 1 point, I think, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you came off of a stadium tour, in season 5 where you drove Black Pearl, and now you made you kind of migrated over to arenas, and you've had to deal with a lot of very tight venues, having to be in confined hockey arenas. Talk to me about having to adapt your driving style, and also being able to accommodate for all these very tight venues where it's hard to keep up as much momentum as you want to or get as much air as you want to in stadiums without worrying about crashing into the wall or sorts like that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, season 5 for me was a mess. I'm going to be honest. It was just bad. So I came to arenas, and I never really thought of myself as an arena guy until this season, but, I kind of adjusted. Stop 1 had that crazy kind of stopping it before the wall. Managed to not get a deduction there. Haven't had many deductions this season. I kind of try to stay away from that most of all. I think deductions are a really easy way to lose points, and if you can avoid them, you'll do a lot better for yourself. So that was one of the big things I worked on, was staying off the wall. And then I learned how to shift a lot better. Before I didn't really shift. You just shift it into second and then keep it there for the rest of the race. I've been shifting a lot more during the races, so I think those are the two big changes.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, Adrian, you are just 1 point away from taking on the title if you're able to get past Jaden. Any final thoughts as we head into this final battle of competition here on this tour?
Not really. I think, if I had to take a guess, my World Finals spot is pretty well in hand. I'm not worried about that. So I guess tonight it's just going to be leave it all on the track. If I take the win, I take the win. If I don't, I don't. Going to be happy with the result either way.
All right, sounds good, man. I'm happy that, you're in the zone here for this final event, and I wish the best of luck for you, man. You could definitely take this title.
Thanks, man.
And for the third interview here tonight, we actually have our points series leader trying to get that overall event championship tonight, and of course, get that huge hardware tonight that is the Arena Championship Series Central Trophy. Jaden Green inside the Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Now, Jaden, before this season, of course, you were in the Stadium Tour in the very first coast for Season 5. There were a lot of questions regarding the credibility of your driving, but now it seems like you've really been able to answer a lot of questions about, how good you are as a driver, turn a lot of heads. Just how was that? How does it feel being able to be looked up at as really one of the best arena drivers in the field, let alone in such a stacked lineup that is Arena Tour Central?
It feels pretty good. Last season was my first season on controller, and it was a stacked stadium series, so not many people really heard about me or whatever. And then coming into this season, I didn't really expect much to change, I guess, but I just got more consistent and more better on controller. So it feels really good finally, seeing my name be tossed around by some people and getting some recognition. But yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. And last event wasn't really the best that you could have had. Adrian Cooper, he was able to close the gap, and you guys are only 1 point, across from each other. So what are you going to do tonight to ensure that you have a much better event compared to, your most recent competitions, and to ensure that you get this series championship tonight?
Last event definitely didn't go how I wanted it to, but it was bound to happen. I was bound to have, some slip-ups, and I was able to close out the event pretty well. I didn't do good in racing or skills, but donuts I did decent, and I had a good freestyle. So I was able to hold on to the lead, obviously, as you said, at 1 point. And, I've been in a situation like this before. Earlier in the season, I was only down by about 2, or up by 2. And, I was just able to stay consistent and extend the lead. That's all I'm going to try and do tonight.
All right, sounds great. And Jaden, you again just 1 point away, 4 competitions away from winning this series. Any final thoughts or any final words you have to the rest of the competition as we head into tonight's event?
Just not much. Just good luck to everyone. I know there's still 4 people that could win it. It's not that tight. I mean, it's pretty tight between the top 4 drivers. Me and Adrian obviously going to have a battle, so good luck to him. And yeah, I just want to have a fun time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Jaden Green inside the Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Catch him on, here inside of Cincinnati, Ohio, later tonight at 7 o'clock. Jaden, I wish the best of luck for you, man, because you could definitely win this series and make history out here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we don't have a driver card for this guy. However, we're going to have Marty Hussey inside of some I believe he's filling out for Rammunition or some sort of ride tonight. I'm not sure. Yeah, Rammunition. So Marty, haven't really heard you around the block here in terms of competing in RORMJL, but this is the final event here in Arena Tour Central. What are you expecting here out of the competition? Because this has been really one of the most stacked lineups that we've ever had all season long, and you're just kind of coming on for the ride right now. So how do you expect it to go tonight?
Well, I expect to do well, but I expect to do well within the confines of the rules. I know we have an arena here; we can't clear the pod, but I just my big expectation tonight is just to be fast. I want to be quick in everything I do.
All right, and obviously I remember you competed last season, Season 5, where you drove, I believe it was Crazy Train inside of the second Arena Tour. Yeah, you did. And I believe in the very first event, you actually won Freestyle, which was in Salt Lake City, the very first stop of the season. And so, how are you going to try to bring back those skills that you had and try to implement them and make sure that you come out, of course, not as a points champion because, the truck is out of contention, but at least to get up some wins and build your reputation in this league?
I just expect to try and get. I want to get a lot of air tonight, but I also, I don't want to clear the pod. I don't want to be too much. I want to be able to create a lot of momentum, go from move to move to move. Maybe a donut or a moonwalk in there, but the moonwalk tends to kill your momentum. I haven't really thought out freestyle yet. I do know what I want to do for skills and racing. I hope to come out with a win.
All right. Yeah, I do like. The words of, being a more technical driver, and they're worrying about all disciplines in a freestyle performance. But yeah, this is it here for Arena Championship Series East. Marty, if you have any final words, I know you just kind of came onto the scene last minute, but any final words to your competitors tonight here as we close off the series?
I just hope to do something that nobody's ever really seen before. I just hope to be the one that they talk about after the season's over, even after just being here for one show. Wherever I go, whatever I compete in, whatever I do, I always then make a thumbprint or a fingerprint so that when they look back at that event or that season, they'll be like, oh, he did this or he did that. I don't really know that I want to be good. I just want to be spectacular. So hopefully tonight I get to outshine everyone in that field.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, after a couple of performances from Season 5, a lot of people were talking about how well you did in Crazy Train, despite, how little you showed up. That just is a testament to how good you were, in the events that you showed up in. So, yeah, best of luck tonight. Hope you have fun out there. And, again, this is, it's just balls to the wall. Hold down the gas, and whatever happens, happens, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
Is this thing on now? I've been working long like a marathon now. Tying up words, making them a bomb now. Tell me, who turned on the alarm now? I got a message when they put it in a song now. I'll see you later, all the haters got it wrong now. We're touching the lightning, we're coming alive, yeah. We're feeling inside, yeah. We got the power.
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
They're tearing up the track! Whoa!
And he's got the air, landed it.
Oh, no, he didn't! No, he didn't! Chris Bialik wins the World Finals! That's some nice thick air there! Look at that start! Oh my!
There's a huge jump, big bounce.
That's pushing it to the limit.
Great jump.
Oh!
Can he save this one? Yes, he can. Off the ramp, lands it perfectly. Here we go!
Awesome move, look at that!
Backflip ramp.
A backflip!
And he's got it! He's got a save right there! That's what you want to see.
The time is now. I can't contain myself. I've never felt so alive. The time is now. I'm past the breaking point. I set my soul on
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, two-time World Finals champion, driving for Team Max D, Adrian Cooper.
coming down like a hatchet, rolling with the masses, throwing my matches to top of a gasoline package, throwing rhymes like latches, playing with passion, coming disaster, run that shit, running round with the raw crowd, as they knock you all down, down and down.
Fans, we are here in the Heritage Bank Arena for the finale of Arena Championship Series East here on Riggs Abroad's Monster Jam Live. All of the events, the accumulation of high-stakes competition, of the high caliber of action that we've seen all throughout the season, it all built up for this show tonight. We have a bunch of drivers here, mainly two in particular, Adrian Cooper in the Maximum Destruction and Jaden Green in the Soldier Fortune Black Ops, trying to battle it out here to ensure that they get the Arena Championship Series Central Points title. And I tell you what, it is going to be an insane event of competition tonight here, as we have 4 different competitions. We have timed racing, the 2-wheel skills challenge, donuts, and freestyle here tonight. I am Brandon Adam, driver of the Bakugan Dragonoid in Stadium Championship Series Yellow that appears on Sundays, here to commentate and call the action here to see all these, very talented drivers that have certainly proved their worth all across the season. And, I just hope to see all of them come out and do well. First up is going to be Marty Hussey inside of RORMJL. We don't have a driver card for this guy because it was just a last-minute change, but he is going to be out here just to kind of have some fun out here. But like he said in his interview, really wants to make some statements. I remember competing against Marty back in Season 5 when he drove Crazy Train, and he was a damn good competitor, despite how little he showed up. So let's see what happens here. There's no pressure on this guy. He's not competing for a title. Just waiting on the green. There he goes. A bit of a wide corner right there. He's far away from the box, but he's able to make a nice corner right there. Goes across the line. That was a bit of a track X for you fans to see, get a nice look at what the track is here tonight. It is going to be a really tight paperclip style course where the walls and the straightaways are extremely tight here. The time coming in at 8.572 for Marty Hussey inside of RORMJL. A pretty good time here. A standard time to start off the competition. The rest of the competition is going to have to just, jump over that bar, or at least try to jump over that bar if they can. And let's see what happens. If you remember, last weekend, RORMJL actually got the racing win. He actually got 3 out of 4 wins. So Marty, let's see if he's going to be able to keep it up here, carrying the torch of Trevor Amos. Coming up second is his teammate, Tristan Brezer, inside a Raminator. Had a lot of different drivers here inside of the Hall Brothers trucks. We had Tristan, we've had Jacob Cervantes, we had Trevor Amos at one point, and then of course now we have Marty. So let's see what happens here with Tristan. He's had a really solid rookie season, being that he is just new to the scene, and it all comes down here. He wants to certainly end it off in spectacular fashion. Nice and fast pass right there, and that was actually a pretty clean pass right there from Tristan. So let's see what the time is going to be for the Raminator. An 8.676 for Tristan Brezer inside of the Raminator. Just 1/10 of a second off from Marty. However, he is not going to get the lead. Marty Hussey. Okay. That is only a quarter of the competition tonight that has gone up for the timed racing competition. So I have 6 trucks and drivers to go. As here he is, Brandon Helms, another rookie here in Riggs Abroad's Monster Jam Live. He's looking to cap off his season in spectacular fashion inside of Terminal Velocity. Brandon, he's really picked it up in the freestyle disciplines, actually getting a freestyle win. But this is all about racing here. It goes off the line, drifts around the box nice and clean, and he's going to come around this final turn. A little bit wide right there. He loses a little bit of speed, but a clean pass nonetheless from Brandon. See what the time is going to be for Terminal Velocity. And unfortunately, Brandon running the slowest pass of the night with a 9.020. It is going to be third place at the moment. We still have a lot of drivers to go, but, you know, not being able to crack into the 8-second range. Definitely, if you want to get a lot of points here, certainly you would want to get into the low 8 range, or the mid to low 8s. Coming out next, Jackson Mazzaro's representing 40 years of the black and green wrecking machine in Gravedigger. This guy, if you remember, he's gotten a racing win earlier in the season, the very first win of the whole first competition of the season that he won racing. And look at this, speaking of that, Jackson with a very clean pass right there. Was it fast enough though? It was nice and tight, it was very clean, very precise. But of course, it's about the mile an hour that you get out of the corners across the jump. And look at the time from Jackson, an 8.48 flat. That is going to put the black and green wrecking machine into first place. Jackson Mazzaro's inside a Gravedigger, ladies and gentlemen. A great pass from him. Once again, he had a great technical driving behind that. It was nice and tight, shaved a lot of distance off of the course. And ultimately, that was just what helped him get that fast pass. You know, going out wide, you're able to carry a lot more momentum that way, but you're also creating a lot of distance for yourself around the corners. Here he is, the current points series leader, looking to take home the points title at the end of the night. Jaden Green inside a Soldier Fortune Black Ops. This guy has 4 racing wins all across this season. He's certainly been the best racer, without a doubt, of this tour in particular. Hoping to cap it off with a 5th racing win and propel himself further into the points. So let's see what happens here with the Soldier Fortune Black Ops. See him on the line, he's waiting on the green. There he goes around the first corner, nice and tight right there. He's going to come around the hairpin. Extremely tight, but he hikes it up. That's going to hurt him. Tough break for Jaden Green. He took that turn way too tight. Had a very early entry, but that's just the risk, you know, when you go in with, you know, that tight and that early into the corners. Gonna receive the time for Soldier Fortune Black Ops later on in the night. We are getting difficulty with receiving the time, but nonetheless, we're gonna see if that was fast enough. Or actually, no, I don't think that was fast enough. You know, with how we hiked up around the corners, had to waste time trying to get the truck back on all fours. But next up here, Jeremy Castillo inside of El Toro Loco, that crazy bull. Jeremy Castillo still searching for a racing win, I believe. Yes, he is. So let's see, he goes off the line here. Comes around the first corner, nice and tight. Clips the box, though. That's going to hurt him. And a wide corner right there. Not looking good for Jeremy. Tough break for the lad, as I don't think that's really going to put him high in the point standings. Looks like we're also experiencing difficulty with receiving the times for El Toro Loco. I mean, the very vintage style of timing would be hand timing. Although, you know, now Sim Monsters has come a very long way where we have electronic timing systems on the track, you know, with checkpoints set up, you know, with a bunch of a very intricate system that we have here to determine the times from when the driver leaves the line to where they cross the finishing line with the first or with the front two tires. The time coming in, it is a 14.234 for El Toro Loco's Jeremy Castillo. Tough break hitting the box. Not only do you have to kind of recover from that and bring the truck back down on all fours, but it also gives you a 5-second penalty. And we do have a time for Jaden Green in the Soldier of Fortune Black Ops. He got an 8.594. I believe that's going to put him in fourth place or third place at the moment in competition. However, Jackson Mazzaro's and Gravedigger are still holding on to that lead. Could be seeing Jackson take home his second racing win of the league. And next up here, Chadwick Deerfoot inside of Wildside. It's going to be a bullet for you know, Jackson to dodge here. There goes Chadwick. He comes around the first corner a little bit wide, but keeps his momentum up. Comes around the final turn here, nice and tight. Look at that. Chadwick Deerfoot laying it out on the line. Was that fast enough, though? Again, my eyes could be deceiving me here on whether or not that was fast enough. It all goes down to the time. And yeah, that was, oh my gosh, an 8.263. Chadwick Deerfoot in the wild side with a record-breaking time here tonight in Cincinnati. Wow, that is going to take... all these drivers, these remaining drivers, have to put all their eggs into the basket if they want to get the lead. But tell you what, this is a guy that could certainly get the win here amidst the toughest of situations. And it is the guy that is in second place in our point series right now. Trying to overtake Jaden to get the title, it is Adrian Cooper in Maximum Destruction. This guy was looking forward to cleaning up his racing act and, you know, trying to make sure that he's a much cleaner driver while it's also maintaining his speed. Look at that, coming around the first corner, nice and tight. Bit of a wide hairpin right there, but he finishes it off with a really solid time. Tell you what, even though that might not be the win, that is certainly going to be high in the, you know, in the leaderboard. The time coming in for Adrian Cooper inside of the Maximum Destruction, an 8.62 flat. That is going to be fourth place, I believe, in the competition, meaning that your winner, Chadwick Deerfoot in the wild side, he is going to take home his second racing win here in Arena Championship Series Central. Opening up or closing out his series in a really spectacular fashion here in the racing competition, taking home the most prestigious win of the night, the hardest competition to win. Much respect to the guy. I mean, his experience, you know, being on the site, driving and hosting for so long, it really paid off here when it all mattered. And you know what, fans? That was it for the timed racing competition. We'll be back shortly for our technical two-wheel skills challenge, entering the first of 3 freestyle disciplines here tonight. And tell you what, all these drivers are going to go out for these next remaining competitions as it is the finale. So I'm looking forward to calling the action here, and we're going to be back in just a moment.
Impressions growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Your lane changing is absolutely me. I'm hitting the rock and I'm sprinting. I'm falling behind, now I'm tuning out.
Fans, after that short break, we are back here for the Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam Live 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, the most technical competition of tonight, as each of our 8 drivers will be given the opportunity to have 2 hits to perform the best maneuvers that they could on 2 wheels or 1 wheel. Now, in the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, we're looking forward to seeing some wheelies, moonwalks, bicycles, keep these drivers putting their trucks on 2 wheels in multiple different ways, in a variety of ways. And when it comes to scoring, there's a lot of different things that we're looking for in terms of, how these drivers are going to get the win. So just looking forward to seeing all the action here tonight. Is first up, Jeremy Castillo and El Toro Loco. Unfortunately, got last place in the timed racing competition, clipping that box. But he's going to try to make it up here. Skills is certainly one of Jeremy's strongest suits. Gonna go off the side of the hybrid, kicking it off of the bicycle. A pretty high-risk move to start off. On to the right 2 wheels, and what a sidewall right there for Jeremy on 1 tire. There you go. Really short but sweet. As now he's gonna go for a second hit. Goes from the bicycle into the moonwalk. Beautiful hit right there for Jeremy. Walking it all the way back, and he's just gonna set it down. Great run for Jeremy Castillo inside of El Toro Loco. He had a very smooth and swag sidewall. Swag wall, I think that should be the name for it. And also he had that bicycle to moonwalk. He completed both of his hits, obviously completing both hits. Completing your entire run, very crucial in getting your scores up. Technicality, creativity, and control as well. An 8.765 going to be the score for the El Toro Loco. Really good score for El Toro Loco's Jeremy Castillo. As Jeremy, he had a lot of great things in that run, and to follow that up, Brandon Helms inside of Terminal Velocity. Looking at Jeremy's performance, he definitely had a lot of great combinations, a lot of great technicality, turning one maneuver into another in such clean, smooth transitions. Brandon Helms up with a nice skid mark. That really became his signature move. Walking it down the slope as well. Okay. Holding it on the ramp and turning it into the moonwalk. That is also something very technical here, being able to ride your truck up and over obstacles on 2 wheels only. Brandon Helms with a great display there with that skid mark. See what he's going to do for a second hit. He might be going for the 8-pack. Yes, he is. Oh, no, the truck takes a bad bounce, and he's going to have to bring it back. Turns it into a bit of a wheelie right there, but doesn't get really much out of that hit. Another thing, when you're considering the scores here, being able to stay in control over your truck at all times. And Brandon Helms, the thing tipped up and over onto its lid. He lost control over it, had to save it. Not going to reflect well in the scores as he gets a 7.923. Tough break for Brandon Helms, as that is his last skills run of the season. However, at least he went out with a bang. Coming up third here for skills is Tristan Brezer inside a Raminator. See what this guy has to offer, as he's had pretty much an entire season's worth of experience under his belt. Like to see how that pays off here for him in the finals, or in the finale, excuse me. We will see if he's going to make the finals though in June. Goes for a huge popper, but it doesn't work out right there. He didn't get the angle to, keep it standing on the front 2 tires. Tough break for Tristan right there, not really getting anything out of that first hit. He's going to go into his second hit, though, onto the left 2 tires, and puts it into a sidewall. And a great sidewall right there for Tristan. Tell you what, a really good second hit, a great ending to the run there. for Tristan Brezer, but with how he failed the first hit, I don't think that's going to really get him high in the scores. However, a W second hit for sure. You know, we've seen that trend so far with Brandon and Tristan having a really solid, the one half of your run being extremely great. However, the second half kind of falling short. As, yeah, the score is going to be a 7.865 for Tristan Brezer inside of the Raminator. I was about to say Ramunition. We will be seeing Ramunition, though, in just a moment. Have our fourth truck and driver coming out in just a moment here. You see him, Adrian Cooper, inside of Maximum Destruction. Now he's now down by 2 points right behind Jaden Green after the racing competition. So he's going to try to make that all up here. The ideal thing is to try to win all the competitions from here on out. Look at that, Adrian Cooper, really one of the masters of the moonwalk here in Arena Championship Series Central. Nicely done, keeping it nice and vertical up the ramp. And it gets a nice, kind of going airborne right there, but a very solid moonwalk up the column. And now he's going to go on to the right two tires. Nicely done right there. And he's going to put it into a wheelie all the way across. Beautiful run for Adrian. Had a slow technical maneuver on the first hit, walking the moonwalk up the column perfectly. And then that second hit with a sidewall to wheelie all across the straightaway. See what the score is going to be? An 8.778, and I believe that is going to get the lead. Yes, it is. Adrian Cooper in Maximum Destruction is your new leader here in the skills competition. Seems like Jaden, I just kind of spoiled who's going to come out next. Here he is, Jaden Green, inside of the Soldier Fortune Black Ops. It seems like he was trying to find his driver's suit. Want to make sure that all of our drivers here are strapped in and ready and able to withstand whatever complications come in their way inside of the cab. Although I don't think that it's possible for these drivers to be lit on fire. Or the trucks to, their motors to just kind of explode. But here we go, Jaden starting off his skills run. Let's see what happens here. Adrian Cooper, he put up one hell of a performance, and now he's going to have to follow that up. Nice skid mark off of the double log, and look at him sanding it on the tailgate. Walking it up the jump, a very steep obstacle to get over. He just did that with ease, puts it into the moonwalk. Jaden Green, just beautiful when it comes to this combination. He's really made this move his, his staple. And he's going to walk it up. Nicely done right there for the Soldier Fortune Black Ops. So really, once again, a nice technical move. Going from the walking wheelie up the hybrid, into the moonwalk, back up the hybrid again. Very controlled, very vertical. Also creative, and now he's going to go for his second hit. Going off the 8-pack onto the right two tires. And he's going to go for the Tyler sidewalls, and look at this. Look at these sidewalls from Jaden. And he's going to set it down right there. Soldier Fortune Black Ops, ladies and gentlemen. really slow sidewalls. I mean, hey, he's really made that move again. Really, the best tools in his arsenal. Pulled out the sharpest weapons in the shed here in the final skills competition of the series. And let's see what he's going to get here as the score. And yeah, he's going to get an 8.937 Jaden Green inside of Soldier Fortune Black Ops. He's going to get the lead, and he is going to extend his points lead here inside of Arena Championship Series Central. Still have a couple of drivers to go here inside of the skills competition. I mean, it's going to take a lot to, get the lead away from Jaden, let alone get the win. Let's see what happens here. I'm excited to see this guy come out here. It is Marty inside of Rammunition. Excuse me. The Hall Brothers truck. No harm done. Gonna go on to the right two tires. Nicely done, spinning that thing around there. And oh man, there you go. He got really close and up personal to that wall. I think he's good to go though. Yeah, he can continue for a second hit. See what he's gonna go for his second hit. We're gonna go for the lip of the column. Bounces it onto the front twos, but no, doesn't get anything out of it. Just gonna clear the pod right there for the fans, but tough break for Marty there on the second hit. Really had a promising run on especially for the first hit. Tell you what though, I mean, hey, he really laid it all out there for his first hit. He really wanted to give the fans a show, and he did nothing less. An 8.002 is going to be the score for the Rammunition. Again, Marty, he's not really out here to, win a title or, do anything prestigious like that. He's just trying to make his name here inside of RORMJL. And he's already got a lot of people talking about him. And coming out here for the skills challenge, Jackson Mazzaros inside of the black and green wrecking machine Gravedigger. Second to last here in the order. And he had a really good showing in racing. Tell you what, looking to follow up that success here inside of the skills competition. Wonder what he's going for here. It looks like he's going to go off the lip of the column. I don't even know what he's, I think he's trying to decide whether he wants to go forward or reverse. There you go, he's going to go off the lip of the column, onto the front two tires. Nicely done right there. Jackson is incredibly controlled, but he is really the Tristan England of moonwalks. That is just a comparison with how, easy he is on the throttle. Everything is so relaxed and under control with this guy. He's never fidgety. He is never, nervous behind the wheel. Just look at that. Beautiful moonwalk. Up and over and across the hybrid is Jackson Mazzaros. The best moonwalk that we have seen tonight. He just has to he has to follow it up here with the second hit if he wants to get the lead. But tell you what, that was a beautiful moonwalk. Really just execute those things no other, especially when he's walking it up and over obstacles. He's going to go for the single log. And, oh, no, man. Tough break for Jackson Mazzaros. Unfortunately, the cage caught the single log or the edge of the ramp. Man. Had one of the best hits that I've ever seen tonight here. But, man, unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. Had an awesome hit, or an awesome run going for him. Well, let's see what the score is going to be here for Jackson Mazzaro's inside of Gravedigger. Score is going to be a 7.959. I mean, you really can't score him too high because he didn't, execute a solid second hit. Tough break for the lad. With that being said, we have one more competitor to go here in the Skills Challenge, and it is our racing winner here tonight. Guy is yet to get a Skills win this season. It is Chadwick Deerfoot inside of Wildside. Hoping to make it a possibility tonight that he gets his very first Skills win. I tell you what, I mean, having to do what Jaden did better than Jaden is really tough in this competition in particular. Gonna go onto the front two tires right there. Walking it backwards. Getting airborne with the moonwalk, that was impressive, and he's gonna put it into the wheelie. There you go, onto the right two tires. Walking it back up the rear end of the column and across and down the column. Really good first hit right there for Chadwick. He made it to all angles. He covered the entire column in great verticality, great fashion. On the left two tires as well. He's just going to spin this thing around, and he's going to set it down. A nice sidewall revolution right there for Chadwick. Let's see what the judges have to interpret of that performance. Tell you what, had a great moonwalk to wheelie combination, and he had that sidewall at the end, just kind of put the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. However, was it better than Jaden's performance? That's the question. Score coming in, it is going to be an 8.763. It is not going to get the hot seat here, meaning that your Skills winner, Jaden Green, inside of Soldier Fortune Black Ops. This makes it his 4th Skills win of the season. Tough break for Chadwick once again, but or actually, no, I wouldn't even say tough break. He really showed up and showed out here in the Skills competition. But really, Jaden Green getting his 4th Skills win of the season. He has 4 racing wins and 4 Skills wins. I mean, hey, an awesome season that this guy's had. And we just have 2 competitions to go before we crown our Arena Championship Series Central Points champion. And you know what? I'm going to have a lot of fun calling the action here when we come after this intermission break. Walk around the venue, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, go get a glizzy somewhere. I mean, if you're, watching the stream at home, go heat up some popcorn in the microwave, get a soda, whatever you got to do. We're going to get back, and it's going to be one memorable night of action here as we cap off Arena Championship Series Central. And I'm excited to see all these drivers go down, in the history books tonight in the Heritage Bank Arena. Don't go anywhere, folks, as we'll be right back.
I'm ready now. Tear this roof off for the town. tell you where I spent last night. I'm real sorry about the shape I'm in. I just like my phone every now and then. I'm always working, saving every day. Gotta get a break from same old, same old. I need a chance just to get away. If you can hear me think, this is what I say. Don't need nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time, and it don't get better than this. You see, I raise a toast to all of us who are breaking our backs every day.
And fans, after that short intermission break, we are back here to continue the action in Riggs and Rod's Monster Jam Live tonight for the finale of Arena Championship Series Central. Hopefully you guys, were able to stretch your legs, use the bathroom, get a Cincy Glizzy, whatever you needed to, because we're going to get back, and the stakes are as high as ever. Only Adrian Cooper and Jaden Green are in contention of winning the points title by the end of the night, according to our stats. So yeah, it's really, both of these guys have nothing to lose but everything to gain. Jaden Green, he already has the lead by 3 points heading into this donut competition, and Adrian Cooper, he's behind 3 points. But regardless of how well Adrian does, he's not moving back into third place or anything. He is locked into second place. So he's in a position where he's got nothing to lose but everything to gain. And at the same time, Jaden, he just needs to keep up his consistency, and he could come out with a series title. But let's see what happens here. I'm excited to see what happens, especially after that skills competition. Even though not everyone were able to put up perfect performances, there were at least one solid hit from each and every driver that just really stunned me, and really stunned all the people here inside of the Heritage Bank Arena. So let's see what happens here once again as we enter the second half of the competition. Each of these drivers stage in pairs in this donut competition. And coming up first, Tristan Brezer inside a Raminator. Forgot to explain, each of these competitors have 10 seconds to perform the best donuts that they could, and in these donuts we're looking for these drivers to fill the 10-second clock to get as much speed and revolutions in as possible, and to include some wow factors in. Tristan so far actually keeping the thing on 2 wheels for a second, but he dumps it over. Even though he was able to fill the 10-second clock, he still dumped the thing over, and regardless if you fill the clock or not, being able to keep the thing on all 4 wheels by the end of your run is still something crucial that could dictate whether or not a person gets the win or if they hold an L. So, let's see what the score is going to be for Tristan. Score is going to be an 8.431. That's going to start off the competition here in Donuts. As let's continue on with our second driver here. You see him on the screen right now. Jaden Green looking to continue his consistency and take home the points title. Let's see how he does here. Spinning that truck around nice and aggressively. Traveling around with the donut. Look at him here. He's actually traveling all over the place here in all sorts of directions, and that's going to be time. A great run for Jaden. Not only was he spinning in circles, with the torque, but also he was moving in all sorts of places around the floor. Always impressive to see. Score is going to reflect. He is going to get an 8.782. That's going to take the lead here in the donut competition, as let's see if these other competitors will be able to jump over that bar. Is coming up here third for the donut competition is Jeremy Castillo in El Toro Loco. He's no longer in contention of winning the points title, but he is still in contention of getting third place and getting a spot in the Riggs and Rods Monster Jam Live World Final 6. And look at him, he's spinning around right now. He's got some good speed in this donut run. And he is going to fill the clock. A really solid run for Jeremy. Look at that, keeps it under control. Nice fast revolutions right there for the El Toro Loco. And you know, keeping your truck in one spot, although you don't have the travel, you still have an advantage by picking up a lot more speed. You know, the more stationary your donut is, the more potential you have of gaining more rotational momentum. And the score is going to be an 8.826. Jeremy Castillo is going to lead the donut competition from here on out. But will he hold the lead, as he's got a pretty big bullet to dodge here in Adrian Cooper in the Maximum Destruction. Guy's 3 points down once again. He's trying to look for this donut competition win. And, of course, that points title win. And look at him. He is spinning around here. Nice donut here for Adrian Cooper, and he is going to fill the 10-second clock. A lot of speed right there in that run. He's going to spin that thing around. It looked like he kind of kept it going as he pointed towards the tunnel. As let's see what happens here with the scores and how the judges interpret that performance. Really spinning with that run. You know, there is controversy with drivers not turning their front tires when they're doing their donuts, but it is still legal. You know, obviously drivers are not allowed to crab steer their donuts. You know, keeping the front tire straight or keeping the front axle straight, it's not illegal. So, you know, whatever these competitors have to do, even if they're kind of, you know, bending the rules a little bit, as long as it's not illegal, it is still, you know, it's still doable. And Adrian taking advantage of the opportunity, gonna get an 8.803. That is gonna take second place in our donut competition so far. But Jeremy Castillo able to dodge a bullet in Adrian Cooper. We have a second, the second half of the lineup to go here in donuts. Getting our next two drivers staged just side by side on the track in just a moment. As coming up next here is Jackson Mazzaro's inside of the black and green Wrecking Machine Gravedigger. This guy got second place in racing tonight, and he's going to try to capitalize in donuts as he wasn't able to in skills. Spinning around here on two wheels as well a little bit. There you go. Kind of slows down a bit. He has to pick it up, and that's going to be time right there. He did get it on two wheels. He did reach a really high speed, but he did have to kind of settle down and get back onto that pace in the middle of the run. Let's see how the judges interpret that performance. An 8.745, as I believe that is going to get fourth place here in the donut competition. And yeah, that is going to get fourth place. Solid run right there for Jackson Mazzaros. Next up is Chadwick Deerfoot in Wildside. Got his second racing win earlier tonight. He's going to try and go for a second donut competition win of this series. Traveling with a donut. Look at him spinning that thing around with pure aggression. Very quick. I mean, Chadwick, he's just got the setup. Look at him. That was insane donuts from the wild side. Man, I tell you what, that was an insane run. Probably some of the best donuts we've seen all season. See what the score is going to be for Chadwick Deerfoot inside of the wild side. He could be leaving the Heritage Bank Arena going with a double down. And he's going to get an 8.904. Chadwick Deerfoot in wild side is your new leader here in donuts. Looking to double down here tonight, taking racing and donuts. However, we still have a couple of competitors to go here. Just taking a little bit of time here to get both of our drivers staged and ready here for donuts. You know, it would be kind of cool if, you know, we've had a sort of a dual donut competition here. Kind of like what Monster Jam did in 2016. I always think that's pretty cool. You know, we see a lot of single donut competitions. It's certainly better for the judges to concentrate on one performance, but I also get the thrill of comparing performances side by side. I'd like to see Monster Jam sort of bring that back, but I doubt that. But let's see what happens here. Maybe for the international tour, who knows? Anyways, I'm not supposed to talk about Monster Jam. I'm supposed to talk about Monster Jam Live is continuing the action. Coming out second to last here in donuts is Brandon Helms. See how he's going to sling that Willys pickup around here. Nice subtle start right there. Just swinging the truck around. Oh, he's going quick. Oh, no, a bit too quick. Has to pause, but that's going to put an early end to his run. I don't know if he was able to fill the 10-second clock. He had a really good run. Oh, he actually was able to fill the 10 seconds. A great run right there for Brandon Helms. And he got that thing high on the two wheels. So, I mean, hey, that could really benefit his scores. See what the score is going to be for Brandon Helms. Let's see if it was better than Chadwick Deerfoot's donut run. Score coming in, it is going to be an 8.771 for Brandon Helms. Not enough to get the lead, as Chadwick Deerfoot one competitor away from double downing tonight's show, as we have Marty Hussey inside of Ammunition. Coming out of the gate here for donuts, whipping that thing around. Oh no, he's going to have to end it early. Actually, no, he doesn't end it early. He's just going to continue going. Oh my god, he is okay. A bit all over the place here in donuts. He nearly hit the wall and then he just slammed into the double log. It certainly gave the fans a show, though. I mean, he is a showman at the end of the day. However, I don't think that's going to get the lead or remotely a good score here in donuts. No offense to the guy, obviously. Yeah, a 7.458. It's going to put him in last place for donuts, but at least he went out with a bang. But this means Chadwick Deerfoot in Wildside taking home both the timed racing competition and now the donut competition. 2 competition wins here tonight. He double downs. So a really solid event here for Chadwick Deerfoot in the Wildside. I actually think this is the very first... Actually, no, this is not the first double down he is getting. He repeated this inside of Toledo, Ohio. Actually, pretty solid coincidence here. In Toledo, Ohio, it was Chadwick winning, then Jaden, then Chadwick. Now it's actually the same pattern here. Chadwick won racing, Jaden won skills, and Chadwick won donuts again. So let's see what happens here in freestyle, the final event, the final competition of the season. I mean, really, there's go on out and have a good showing. Let's see what happens here in our freestyle competition. Each of our 8 competitors will be given 75 seconds to perform their best freestyle performances for the crowd here in the Heritage Bank Arena. As in terms of these freestyle performances, what we're looking for judging, we're looking to see these drivers obviously fill the entire clock, have a long-lasting performance, attack this hybrid with aggression, you know, not leaving any parts of the floor out, going from move to move to move, building momentum throughout their performances, having a clean flow, getting as much wow factors into their run as possible, getting nice vertical hang time, a lot of altitude off of their hits, great technicality within their moves, and creating new sensations. You know, in terms of combinations, two-wheel skill maneuvers, a lot of things that we're looking for here inside of freestyle, especially when it comes to technicality and putting up those creative hits. Coming up first, Tristan Brezer inside a Raminator. Speaking of technicality, you know, it's really hard to stay in control over your truck at all times when you're trying to run hard in the arenas. And Tristan's, you know, he's kind of picked up on that a little bit here throughout his experience inside of the tour. Let's see how that pays off for him. Having a bit of a parade lap here. Let's see how he starts off the run. A bit of a tight floor here inside of the Heritage Bank Arena. And oh, it looks like he's starting off with a mini flip. Talk about creativity. He's going to go for, or technicality, he's going to go for the hardest hit to do in the first hit of the run. And he puts it into a wheelie. What a start right there for Tristan. That is how you announce your presence. Puts it into a bit of a moonwalk. He keeps it going. And oh man, he's gonna he actually bounces the hit right there. He's gonna go back into the hybrid again, not wasting time at all. Oh man, he counted up bicycles into the wall there, has to back up and keep it going. The flow, oh man, the flow of the run really starting to fall apart here as he's had to back up twice. He's only got 35 seconds left. He's gonna have to kind of pick it up here if he wants to, you know, really secure a leading run. Gets a bit of air right there off the tires, whips it around, goes into the single log. Coming around, 20 seconds to go. He's really had a good run though. Not really a lot to take away from this run. He has to slow down once again. Oh, he went over the wall right there. 8 seconds to go for the run here from Tristan. Gonna go up and over with a moonwalk combination to end off the run, and that's gonna be time. Puts it onto the rear wheels as well, and a pretty nice ending to the run right there. Tristan, he opened up the run with an amazing technical move. The mini flip into the wheelie, into the moonwalk. But then I really feel like it sort of fell apart in the middle. You know, the run kind of came in peaks and valleys, especially in terms of the flow and momentum. And tapping the wall as well, that's not going to bode well for his score. Still getting a good score, you know, he had the combinations and he was able to fill all 75 seconds of the clock. So he's going to get an 8.683. A really good score for Tristan Brezer to open out the freestyle competition. Let's see how the competition is going to follow that up. As here he is to follow up that run, Brandon Helms inside of Terminal Velocity. Guy has actually picked up a freestyle win in this season, and he's hoping to get another win here in freestyle. Starts off with some nice air, bounces the truck around, and he's going to go into the single log right there. Turning it around, avoiding the wall nicely. Hitting all areas of the hybrid. Gets a nice walking wheelie. Puts it into the moonwalk there. Walking it upwards. Great technicality from Brandon Helms. There he goes. Able to set it down and keep it going. Nice sky wheelie up and over the log. Brandon, he really likes to focus on the more technical aspects of the freestyle. Look at that. Nice one revolution cyclone. And he's going to get right back into the flow of the run. Clearing the hybrid. This has been a really smooth and consistent performance. He's had a great blend of air, great blend of technicality, and he's going to land a bit of a corkscrew sort of mini flip. Nicely done right there for Brandon. Puts it into reverse, gets a nice sort of Adam Anderson-esque skid mark. Oh man, and he pockets that thing. Brandon Helms, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a couple seconds to go. This has been a really great run. Really hitting all of the freestyle discipline, or all the aspects in a great freestyle here. Ending the run with a bit of a bicycle. Had nice air, but really the standpoints of the run, he had really good flow, spectacular technicality, you know, blending in all of those moves together into one run, and filling the 75 seconds. And yeah, he is going to get an 8.974. Brandon Helms blasting into the freestyle lead. He had the mini flip into the safe, he had that pocket maneuver, he had the wheelie into the moonwalk, and he also had some really smooth transitions from move to move. You know, all booting a great score here for Brandon Helms. See who's going to follow up that performance. It is none other than his teammate, Chadwick Deerfoot, inside of Wildside. That kind of rhymed. As Chadwick, he's the only guy that can go for the triple down here tonight. He's won timed racing, the hardest competition to win, and he's won donuts, which is the highest risk, or I guess the riskiest competition to win, if you will. Great credentials that he picked up from this event here, and he's just, you know, he's just got to have fun here tonight to end off his performance of the season. You know, keep in mind, this is the final freestyle, the final performance that these guys here in Arena Tour Central will be having. So they really want to go out with a bang. Chadwick Deerfoot starting off with his nice technical starts. He's going to set it down and keep it going. Whipping the truck around. He kind of got close to that tent right there. There he goes, just going to keep it going. Whips the truck around here. He's looking for the tires. Nice air up and over, clearing the hybrid smoothly. Nice walking wheelie down the column right there. Chadwick keeping up a very smooth, consistent run so far. Up and over the double log. Able to downside it, and he's going to spin it into a donut. There you go. Oh, really close to the wall. He's able to stop. Another nice... Oh, wow, he powers it into the moonwalk. That sky wheelie pogoed it onto the front two tires. Gonna go for the mini flip at this time, a forward momentum mini flip into the wheelie, and he's gonna set it down. 15 seconds ago, he's got 20% of the run left here. Let's see how Chadwick is gonna end it off. Beautiful transition right there into the stoppie once again. Gonna come around for his final hit of the run, clearing the hybrid nice and smooth, and that's gonna be time. This bicycle gonna be for the fans here. Oh, no. Oh, he's able to save it. There you go. A great run for Chadwick Deerfoot inside of the wild side. Is that going to get the lead away from Brandon Helms? That's up to the judges. Really, really solid run. On par in terms of, you know, the combinations and the flow. He's able to get that forward momentum mini flip. The score going to be an 8.889. That's going to put Chadwick Deerfoot in second place, unable to go to get 3 wins tonight. However, I mean that was an awesome performance nonetheless. He's walking out of the Heritage Bank Arena with 2 wins, so that's nothing to be ashamed about. See how, you know, Brandon Helms, he was able to dodge a cannonball inside of Chadwick Deerfoot in the wild side, his teammate, but we still have just insane competition to go here. And, you know, as deemed by our official Mark Collinari, he is the Mr. Momentum Jeremy Castillo inside of El Toro Loco. Let's see what he's got here. I mean, this guy is just rapid fire whenever he is on the track. He is going move to move to move. No time wasted. He is just never playing around here on the track. As you see him nice and tight to the hybrid, spinning the truck around into the single log. Look at that, nice and smooth right there for Jeremy, navigating his way around the track. 15 seconds in, he's getting some air, but really the flow and the momentum is the standout for Jeremy in these performances. And look at that, a smooth transition, whipping that thing into that jump, into the bicycle, into a nice slow sidewall, sets it down, and he's going to go back into the single log. I mean, without a doubt, the best momentum that we've seen tonight, and the best bicycle we've seen tonight as well. Nice combination right there. See, that's a good technical move, using the lip of the hybrid to his advantage. Bit of an awkward... Oh, no. Oh, no. He dumps it over early. 22 seconds to go on the clock. Tough break for Jeremy in the El Toro Loco, man. That would have been a sick save if he would have been able to pull that off without the cage hitting the floor. That's going to be it right there. Great run, though, for what was there, but the time that he had left, he wasn't able to fill the clock. Tough break for the guy. I don't think that's going to get the lead, but at least he went out in a way where he could be satisfied. You know, he did what he had to do, and you know, he ended the season the best that he could. Score coming in, it is a 7.923 right there for Jeremy Castillo. Again, tough break for the guy, but again, really making a staple for himself, and I'm certainly proud of the performances that he's had all season long. So really nothing to be ashamed about, man. So far, pointed out by our series host, everyone has done a mini flip so far inside of tonight's competition. Hoping to see everyone, you know, go for that mini flip. Gonna see 8 attempts here tonight. That's quite a handful. It's coming up next. Actually, he was competing for Jeremy Castillo for 3rd place of the tour. Jackson Mazzaro's inside a Gravedigger. See what happens here. Jackson Mazzaro's coming out trying to, you know, put the exclamation mark to the season that he's had in RORMJL. Really his breakout season, man. Starts off with some 2 nice subtle leaps right there. Getting a good flow going. Let's look at him bouncing that thing right into the next move. Oh, he's going to go for a mini flip early. And a clean mini flip right there for Jackson. Wow. He kind of has to pause right there, but he's going to spin it back around. Goes for the double log. Nice bit of a launch there. Nearly halfway of the run to go here for Jackson. He's going to put that thing into a moonwalk. Sets it down, keeps it going. Look at that, downsiding that with the front 2 wheels, and he's just going to whip it around into the next move. Nicely done with the air. I mean, Jackson, he's really been building and building throughout this run. The air, the momentum. He had that wow factor near the start, you know, that mini flip. He's only got 15 seconds to go. He's going to go for the bicycle. Onto the right 2 tires. Oh, man, spinning that thing around. And he's... Oh, wow, what a combo. Jackson Mazzaro's, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to cap off the run. What a run for Jackson. Yeah, he's going to end it off right there. Wow. Jackson Mazzaro's with the cleanest mini flip of the night. The greatest combination, the most technical combination we have seen tonight. Great flow, great momentum, and he filled the clock. He really had my voice cracking right there. As the score, he is going to get the lead. A well-deserved lead for Jackson Mazzaro's with an 9.021. The black and green wrecking machine putting an amazing cap off to the season. Jackson with an all-around great performance. Again, the flow he had throughout the majority of the run, the combination at the end, the mini flip, the big air hits that he was getting as well. And he filled every second of the clock, despite how crazy that run was. True Digger-style performance there, but to follow up that run, this guy is trying to look for a points series championship. Adrian Cooper. How will he put the exclamation mark at the end of this long statement that has been his season? And he's coming out big right there, using the center of the column to his advantage and whipping that truck around. Look at that, nicely done, just moving this truck around over to the double log. A smooth downside right there for Adrian. Really good momentum to start off, carrying a lot of speed going from move to move. There he goes, able to set that down, and he's going to keep it going. Nice hit, he's going to put it into the moonwalk. Staple combination in all these arena tours. Gets it airborne as well. Okay, a reverse Charlie Pocket maneuver. Look at that, carrying a lot of speed going into that single log. The cleanest flow that I think that we've seen in any performance tonight. Gets it into the bicycle, into the moonwalk. Beautiful from Adrian. Gonna walk it up. Nicely done right there. He's got the wow factors. He's got the momentum. He just has to put a great cap to the run. And oh, he gets a bit of a corkscrew out of that. Not the clean flip that he wanted, but he's going to try and end it off anyways. The clock is winding down. On one tire. Oh, man, he's going to... Oh, wow. What a save right there for Adrian. Tell you what. The mini flip, it wasn't clean, but everything else he had in that run was spectacular. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be a judge right now. We've just had back-to-back spectacular performances. Adrian certainly, he just went balls to the wall there. You know, if I'm thinking about technicality, I think Jackson Mazzar's may have had the cleaner performance. You know, just because of how Adrian, the mini flip was kind of that little bit of a stain on the run. But in terms of wow factor, I mean, Jaden, or excuse me, he didn't even go up yet. But Adrian, he really had the wow factors in the run with the saves and all. Second place for the Maximum Destruction, and 8.986 for Adrian Cooper in the Maximum Destruction. And again, I could see, you could really put up an argument for either driver getting the lead or, you know, getting first place. As I believe we just have a couple of performances left. Second to last performer coming up here, trying to etch his name into the RORMJL history books. Jaden Green in the Soldier Fortune Black Ops. This guy's had killer performances all throughout the season, and he is going to cap off his season with this one here in the Heritage Bank Arena. Look at him eyeing the hybrid from the pit tunnel. You know, to get the lead away from Jackson, it's going to be a very tough, a rocky road to get the lead. And oh my gosh, a huge landing. Jesus, that was a bit hard though on the front. There you go. Still a lot of altitude off of that hit. Jaden, he's just really, you can see him, you know, with how aggressive he's driving right now. Kind of clears the pond, but he's really trying to, you know, just go all out. Again, he's really got nothing to lose here. He's got everything to win. Into the moonwalk, nicely done right there for Jaden. Coming around, looking for the single, he's going for the column. Another nice launch right there. A lot of fast-paced hits as well, as he's just flying across this hybrid. It's a bit of a walking wheelie down the pod. That's unique. Looking to go for a bicycle. There you go. He gets it on the two tires, sets it down, keeps it going. Bit of a tail whip right there, and oh no, able to set it down. There you go, Jaden again with the saves, and he's gonna go for the mini flip. Huge mini flip for the Soldier Fortune Black Ops, and he gets it into a wheelie. Spectacular run for Jaden Green, as he is going to end it off with the Sky Wheelie. Puts it onto the front twos, and he sets it down. I gotta say, the best momentum that we've seen tonight in a performance. A lot of a variety of moves incorporated into that run. Had a massive mini flip. Let's see how the judges interpret that performance. He was kind of clear in the pod, though, as you know, the truck definitely took a lot of damage. But let's see what happens here with the scores, though. Like, we're just waiting on a score right now. Again, I wouldn't want to be a judge here in this performance, but he's going to get an 8.981, putting him in second place, I think. And with that being said, I think that we could have a series champion on our hands. I think I'm still waiting on, you know, an announcement for the next driver. I think this is actually the last competitor here tonight. And here he is, Marty Hussey, inside of the Munition, starting it off. Look at him, kind of clearing the pod right there, but huge, just arcing the truck across the hybrid. He is going to be ending off the competition tonight here in Arena Championship Series Central. Look at him, nice, very fast-paced donuts. Almost got a power wheelie out of that. Nicely done from Marty, as you know, talking to him in the interview, he said that he really wants to go mainly for momentum. Oh wow, what a wheelie! He's gonna have to back it up there, unfortunately, but wow, he walked that Sky Wheelie down the column. Trying to cap off the series in a really spectacular fashion is Marty. Again, he's got nothing to lose or nothing to win. Oh, no! And he's going to save it right there. That was all tires, although they're going to shut him off right there to check on the truck. Waiting on confirmation. Yeah, I think he's going to be able to resume his performance. Oh, he gets a bit of a mini flip. He's going to put that down into a... Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to slap that down into a wheelie, but... I mean, Marty, he's just got to go on out there. Look at him whipping it into the tire jump. He's got 12 seconds left. This is not a winning run by any standards, but he is still just really putting on a show here, without a doubt. Going up and over the double log to end off the run. That is time for Marty. And it looks like, oh, he's going to go for a mini flip for the fans. Beautiful mini flip for the Munition. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Marty just ending it off. As let's see what happens here. Score going to come in for Marty. There was a couple of trips and turns right there throughout that performance, but it is going to be an 8.823. As I believe your freestyle winner is going to be Jackson Mazzaros inside of Gravedigger. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Mazzaros, oh wow, a full circle here. He won the very first competition of Arena Championship Series Central. He wins the last competition of Arena Championship Series Central. Can't be any more proud of the guy, man. And I think he actually locked up third place, so Jackson Mazzaros will be getting an invite to the World Finals, but Chadwick Deerfoot in Wildside is your overall event champion. The guy has waited for this overall event championship for so long. Wait, actually no, he already got an overall event championship in Toledo, Ohio. He gets his second championship tonight. Congratulations to the guy once again, man. It's always great to see legends like him still in the game, being able to keep up with the next generation of competition. You know, Chadwick, he was able to adapt to it all tonight, getting that overall event championship, man. Congratulations to the guy. But with that being said, fans, I think that we got a series champion to crown here. And upon this entire just long road of so much nights of action, so much nights of upsets and surprises, the wrecks, the trial and error, all of these roads that these drivers have had to travel through, we've finally got a series winner on our hands. And fans, it is Jaden Green in the Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Green, you are going to the Monster Jam Live World Final 6. Ladies and gentlemen, after a long and grueling season for this guy, competing against like Adrian Cooper in Maximum Destruction, Jeremy Castillo and El Toro Loco, Chadwick Deerfoot in Wildside, Jackson Mazzaros and Gravedigger, a whole bunch of guys, he gets the series win, man. Man, I can't be any more proud of this guy. I've known this dude since way back in 2014 on different platforms, and to see him, come up in the ranks and win his very first series in RORMJL, it is truly a Cinderella story for this guy. Going from about 9th to 10th place in the series from last season, working his way up the ranks in the most competitive lineup across the entire season, and being able to walk out with the hardware. Just what a journey it has been for Jaden, man. And now we're going to take a look at some of the highlights that Jaden has performed here all throughout the season, all of the wins that he's gotten, all the times where he's impressed the Monster Jam Live community. As fans, let's just take a look at that at the compilation right about now. Fans, your series winner, Jaden Green. And it has been a long journey, throughout Arena Championship Series Central, seeing all of these guys win, and a lot of the rookies as well just come out to play and really adapt to the competition, show up and show out, and really, a huge congratulations to all the guys that have really made their name here. And we're also going to get a word on the tour host, the guy that took it upon himself each and every weekend to make sure that he delivers the best officiating and the best calls for this tour, making sure that everything is under control. Fans, it is the driver of Blue Thunder in Stadium Championship Series Red and the most winningest driver on SimMonsters.com, Mark Colinares. He has some words to say on Arena Championship Series Central.
Yeah, man. This series was pretty sweet to watch over the season. I want to thank TJ and Austin for giving me the opportunity to run this series. Congratulations to Jaden Green. Honestly, coming into this series, I didn't really know who he was at all. And he showed a lot throughout the season of why he deserved to win. Him and Adrian had a really close battle for the last couple weeks, and that was really cool to see. It was cool to see some old names as well. Chadwick obviously a guy that's been around forever. But it was cool to see a lot of the rookies that I, again, like Jaden, didn't know anything about. Tristan Bresser, Brandon Helms. They did really well this year. I saw their progression throughout the series, and it was really cool to see. And I just had a really good time. I hope everybody had a good time this season. Yeah, not much else to say. We had a really good final event here. Everyone really threw down, and I'm happy that I was able to call this series. Hope everybody had a great time, and we'll see you at the World Finals.